And I think that's the way that the world is moving to. It's going to create a universe of not subject matter experts, but you do need to have kind of a general knowledge of what's available to you. If you don't know what to search for, if you don't know that physics or momentum or, a business plan is even something you need, AI is not going to be able to really create that for you, I think. I think that we're still a ways away from that. You still are going to need to know, hey, I need to be able to do this. But then, Lisa, I'd be really interested in this because I always have seen AI as a tool. I always say it's something that you can use to be more efficient. I think that's what a lot of the narrative is right now is use AI, do the mundane stuff, be more efficient to free you up for better tasks. But I think you said it really interesting. It's going to be a collaboration between AI and even strategic thinkers as leaders. So, thinking about that specifically, I guess, how do you do that for a lot of the business leaders, owners, or anyone? How do you use AI not as a tool, but as a collaborator? Or maybe how have you seen it?
Yeah, so I've actually created a digital twin. And it is called Liza GPT. And if you're listen, some of you listeners don't play around with GPTs, they're essentially AI that you could build and customize to do a very specific task. And you could do this in Chat GPT, you could do it in Google Gemini, Anthropic Claude. A number of AI companies allow you to create your own AIs, right? So a digital twin, in essence, is one that you build and train to think and write like you. So Liza GPT has been trained by me uploading my thinking, like my newsletters, my social posts, some of my frameworks, some of my strategies, my beliefs, even a little bit about my personal story when I came to the United States as a child immigrant, my writing style, my tone, my voice, my Myers Briggs. It knows a lot about me, right? But rather than simply using it to craft or draft writing, I use it as a thought partner. I might say things like, I have this idea. I'm thinking that, I have some hypotheses around the future of work, and I share my hypotheses around the future of work. And I would say, based on what you know about me and what you know about the market, evaluate my hypotheses. Give me an assessment of what you think of it. Don't sugarcoat. Also, identify any potential blind spots that I might have based on what you know about me. So I have hypotheses around how teams should adopt and drive change management using AI. And I would say things like, depending on where the audience is in the acceptance of AI, what would be some of the blind spots that I might have if I position it in this way? So Lisa GPT helps me think about those things. As human beings, we can't always be our best selves, right? Like we're impacted by what's happening in our environment. Maybe my kid fell off the swing at school and I'm getting a call. Maybe I'm really hungry and I can't really think straight. Lisa GPT helps me become more consistent. So that's what I mean about not just using it as a tool, but using it as a collaborator. This morning, actually, she was very sassy, or it was very sassy. It told me that I was that my ideas were sound. However, I needed to ensure that I'm not too far ahead in my thinking, and that we needed to sharpen some of my points of view. So, and it even said, "Hell yeah, that's a really good idea, but let's sharpen some of your points of view."